Alright guys, so we're back with another quick farming guide. This is for the TUR FRIEZA as part of the 9-year anniversary. Now, this FRIEZA is going to be essential as the Beerus was, with the condition that you're going to need to max them out and get them farmed up for the 55, or the 50, the 77 unit, the ticket multi with the rainbow tickets that we're going to be getting during part 3. So what I would recommend is that if you watch this video today, go take care of this so that way when the part 3 comes out, you have these guys ready to go and you can just max them out with the ECA area, you're ready to go, and you'll be able to get your tickets and do the multi as soon as possible. So with this guide, I aim to make it as easy as possible for you to understand, and we can kind of move quickly. Now, this one is a little bit simpler to get through as we only need to really farm one type of metal, and we only need to do 2 copies to the unit compared to 3 as it will be with Beerus, because we only need to raise the SA once and we don't need to get it to 25, we just need to get it to 15. But for the sake of the video, you only need to get it to 10, so if you don't want to farm up the second copy, that's fine, but on the screen below to the right, I'm going to show you the required amount of metals that you'll need to get everything maxed out. So, the first thing we need to do is get a copy of the character in the first place, so let's go ahead and hop over there to this event. You can do this in any way that you want to do it, but I'm going to do it this way. You can just go over to the story tab if you want, but I'm just going to click on the metal, and then I'm going to hit info to see which stage we need to do. Most of the time it's stage 1, and in this case it is stage 1, so we need to go to stage 1 in order to farm them up. So, one thing you need to remember when you're doing these is each category, or not, each category is going to have a lead that you could potentially run. And, well, obviously, right, but the boost category, excuse me, you need to run super bosses. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter it here. If you're on JP, it's pretty easy to find. Next to where there's one kanji symbol right here, you just click on the one on the right where it says, you know, symbol and then the boss. And then you can just click through here and find as many LRs as you can. As you can see, the free-to-play Beerus does fit on the category. The free-to-play Goku Black is on the category. And those are the free-to-play LRs that are here. But if you have to use some TURs, it's okay. Not the end of the world whatsoever, but it will take you a little bit longer to get it done. So the next recommendation I have for you guys is you want to use the red oolong support memory. If you have it ECA'd, perfect. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. You still are going to get a boosted rate on the items. And then the last thing I could say, and this doesn't apply to everybody, but if you do have a nice kind of your account's a little bit further along and you have a bit of a power level bonus, you're going to be able to get additional drops from that as well. So with this setup right here, this is the optimal way to get it done. Power level bonus is maxed out for me. I have the support memory going, and then I also have a 245% drop rate from the LRs on super bosses, and you should be ready to go. So with all that being said, this is the tutorial. I'm just kind of going to run through this with you. What you need to do is run this stage in specific, stage 1, until you get 19 of the characters. Sometimes you're going to get like 5 in one run, other times you're not going to get one dropping, but if you do like 1 to 2 bars of stamina, you should have all 19 that you're going to need. Why is the number 19? That's awkward looking. We need 10 for the dupes, right? Or 10 just to get the super attack to level 10. And then we need to have 4 more to fit in for the paths, for the rainbow paths. So each duplicate path with the hidden potential system. I'm sure you guys know how that works at this point. And then we need 5 more from the additional 14 that we farmed up in order to get it to SA5 or SA15 after we EZA FRIEZA. So with FRIEZA, we also need to get 40 of those medals, of the Awakening medals, which is going to be found on a separate stage using the same exact method that we're using right here, and it should make things pretty easy for you, because we only need 40 because it requires 20 to get the Dokkan Awakening, and we need to do it twice. So this farming guide is going to be a little bit quicker, as there is just, I don't think there's enough to talk about to warrant a a 10-minute video on this thing. But right here, as you can see, if we get 1, if we kept at that rate, we'd have to do it 19 times. 19 times 15 is what, 285? So 285 stamina, that would be, under 1 bar for me, but I know I'm sure most of you watching this video are not ranked 999 with as much stamina as you can find, so don't worry about that. It might take more than 1, but 1 stone, not the end of the world. You'll get it back from the missions in the EZA area anyway. But then the last thing we need to do in order to farm up the last of this event is to go to 15. And one thing I guess I can mention really quickly before we move along here, this doesn't really matter, we'll just do power wishes, sure, but if you really want to kind of cut the time in half again, you can hit the boost. But in the first video, if you guys watch my Beerus guide, I wouldn't recommend you do that, as it's just you don't need that, right? It's nice for a minute, but when you I would definitely prioritize link leveling with whatever units you pull out of the ticket multi if you have someone that you're missing. So that would be my recommendation. But you guys can see here with this setup, LR boost, support memory, what else? The category bonus, all that fun stuff. You should easily be able to farm this up. I hope this was clear and concise for you. Stage 1 of the event and Stage 5 to Dokkan Awaken it. Make sure you get 40 of the medals, 19 of the character drops, and you should be good to go. I'll do one run to give you a sample of what it's going to look like when it's maxed out, but keep in mind that the sample size that you're going to see is all on random variants, so there's really no way to exactly average this out because the drops change so often. So I don't want to give you anything concrete until we know. Just know that at minimum, you're probably going to be getting at least 2 to 3 a run. So right here, you can see right there, I believe that was either 5 or 6. I didn't get a great look, but at that rate, we have to do 8 to 6, 8, 7, like 8, 9, 10, 7 to 10 runs, right? Somewhere in that ballpark would be your would be the aim. So there you guys go. Make sure you normally fit it in, do the dupes the way that you normally would, farm up the character the way you normally would, and there you go. So that's FRIEZA maxed out. If you do all of that as you see on the screen, and you should be good to go. So if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Good luck with your ticket multi if you're using this to farm up FRIEZA for it. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.